Hi everyone, I'm Sheila Peters and we're about to do a stretch body awareness class. Let's come to the bare floor or a bare carpet, not be on the mat, and we're going to work a little bit through our feet. So we're going to start to push the heel up towards the big toe and then spring off with the toes and spring and spring and spring. Let's take 4 more. 1 and 2, good, and 3 and 4. So we're making the toes do the work. Let's take it to the other side. Here we go. Heel is lifted. Use the toes to spring off. Toes. It's not all about the thigh lifting up or the knee lifting up. And we have 4 more. 1 and 2, good, and 3 and 4. Excellent. Coming down. Now we're going to step through that foot, that first foot, come down, and then we're going to bend and let our knee go into a back position. This leg is straight. And we're going to swing our arms forward. So we're going to swing forward as we stretch out the lower leg there and straighten up and swing and straighten up and swing and straighten up and swing. We have 4 more of those. So we're really working on the feet and the lower legs. Swing and straighten and reach out and flex and up and flex and up. Peel that foot off, come back to a neutral position. Just notice if that side, that leg feels any different than the other one. Peel off, step forward, down, bend the standing leg, and here we go. Flex with the arms swinging us, and up, and out, and lift. Keep going, breathe, stretching out through that flexed foot, flex, and we have 4 more, and flex, and up, and reach with those toes, so you're really flexing, and the arms come forward to help you, and you're folding from the hip flexors with a flat back, and straighten up. Peel that off, come back up to neutral, and get a little bit closer to your mat, standing up tall. Let's just bend the knees, and straighten, and bend, and straighten. 2 more, bend, and straighten, and bend, and straighten. Go back into a bending position, lift the heel up, and then let's try and balance and lift the heel up on the other side, and first heel goes down, second heel goes down, straighten up. Let's repeat that, but we're going to start with the second heel, lifting, heel down, down, and straight. Repeat once more, first side, lift, heel down, down, and straighten. And last set, push through and up, heel down, down, and straighten. Excellent. Let's turn the legs out. So we're in a rotated position. We're going to take very similar things. You can put your hands on your waist there if you want to. So we're going to lift. Now just spring with the toes, toes, toes. So we're trying to really articulate and work through those toes and those feet. We have 4 more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Coming down, let's take it to the other side. Shift to the other side and spring. And 2, good, 3. Keep going. 4, feel those toes really pushing against the floor. And lift, good. Lift and lift, good. Put the heel down. Open the legs out a little bit. And we'll take a similar thing that we did before to the parallel position. So we're bending this leg and flexing the right one. Good. And come up, bend and flex, pressing out through the heel in this rotated position, and up. Keep going, push out through that heel, and stretch, and push out. And we have 4 more, and push, and straighten, and push out, and up. Really feeling that heel into the floor, toes up. So you're working through the lower leg, push, and come up, right? And here we go to the other side, bend and flex, push up. So as you're pushing up, you're noticing that you're getting some force to go through that leg, that anchor leg, and straighten up. And your 4th one, and push. We have 2 more. Stretching out through the Achilles there, and up, and and bend. Good. And straighten up. 2 more. Push out. Really lift the toes up. So you're stretching out through that Achilles. And push. And come up. Excellent. Let's bend the knees. Adjust your position if you want to. You can have your arms out to help balance. We're going to lift the heel up, heel down, down, and straighten. Reverse it to the other side. Lift, lift, heel down, straighten. 2 more sets. 1 in each direction. Lift, lift, heel down, down, and up, and bend. Lift, lift, heel down, down, and up. Let's take just some bends, knees out, so you're starting to feel the inside thigh there a little bit, and bend, and straighten. 2 more, and bend, feeling the stretch in the inside thigh there, and up as the knees go out over the toes. Excellent, and up. Okay, shake that out a little bit. So we've got some lower leg work that we've just done, and let's get into working actually with our heads. So we're going to bend our knees, we're in a parallel position, our head looks to the side. Now as we straighten our legs, we're going to look to the other direction. And over, bend, straighten left, bend, right, straighten left, working through that neck and the head, bend, good, and straighten. Now let's bend, looking up, chin up, and straighten, chin goes down. Repeat, lift, and come down. 2 more, lift, and come down, and lift up, and come down. Now we're going to repeat the whole thing to the other side. So bend as you look left, straighten as you look right, and bend, and straighten. Knees are going out of the toes, so our legs are getting some work as we work with that neck, and bend, and look. Let's repeat that, going down with a bent knee, and straighten, look up, and bend, and look up. 2 more, chin down as you bend, and look up, and bend, and look up. Now, we're going to bend the knees, still in that pattern as the head circles over to the right. Keep the knees bent as the chin goes down, circling over to the left, and then as you come to an upright position, with the chin, you're going to straighten the legs. Let's take 3 more in this direction. So we're working through that neck, keeping the lower part of the body alive by bending and straightening. 2 more, and circle with the chin. Breathe all the way around. Excellent. Lift it up and straighten, and last time circle. Bend it down. Knees go out of the toes. Neck is getting a good stretch, and lift. Let's reverse that. So we're circling over to the left as our chin goes down. We bend the knees. Breathe, lift, and see if you can get a bigger range of motion in terms of the circle with the head. So you're really working through that whole head area, and lift up, and 2 more, circle, bring it down with that chin all the way around. You might be really increasing the stretch you feel in both the front and the back of the neck and on the sides. Here's our last one, circling around. Good, lift, and up. Excellent. Let's bring the arms up, and let's just reach up with a rib cage. Lift, and stretch it up. And reach. Keep going, lift, and up, and reach, and reach. Let's take it to the diagonal. Bring the other arm down on the diagonal so you're slanting over, shift, slant. Feel that side body stretch, and reach, and breathe. Keep going, here we go. Out, and stretch, beautiful, and out, and out. Coming back to neutral position. Using the knees again. Bend the knees, shoulders come forward, up, back, and around. Bend down, lift, up, and back. 2 more. Down, lift, up, and back. Once more. Front, lift, up. We're going to reverse that. So bend down, back, up, and front. Bend it down. Make those shoulders be the leader. Arms will reflect what's happening with those shoulders. And around. lift to the front and down, circle, lift, up and front. Let's take some circles with the arms. Wrap your arm around your waist, the left one, and let's keep our hips where they are. Let the upper body twist as we allow that arm to go back and we follow with our upper body that whole arm swing. And repeat, lift, up, swing it. Try to keep the hips still, opening up through the shoulders and the collarbone. Feel the shoulder blades maybe squeeze together back there. And circle, feeling that real twist in that upper spine around and down. Let's reverse that. Here we go. Front, staying still, following to the opposite side, left side, reach and around and lift up. See if you can follow the hand with the eyes, lift up, all the way around, circle and down. And once more, lift up, breathe, circle and around. Now we're going to reverse that, but we're going to be in a bent knee position. So you're going to have to stabilize that lower back as you reach to the back, up and around, and keep the hips front and back, twist, lift and around. So we're still really working with that upper spine, up and around. Knees are bent, keeping the abdominals somewhat engaged there. And let's reverse that. Here we go. Hold on to that waist so you know that you're not moving anything below the waist. You're trying to keep that still, and it's above the waist that moves as you take this twist and circle. Again, eyes follow and around. Good. And reach out, lift up and come down. Let's straighten up and work with the rib cage. Push that rib out and out. Shoulders stay down. Reach and out. Excellent. Reach it out and push. And once more, each side and out. Let's go front and back for a runt with the chest. Shoulder blades squeeze together and then open the shoulder blades as you push that chest back. And legs stay straight and back. Keep going. Two more. Front and back and front and back. Let's bend the knees once again. Pushing the chest forward, we're going to take circles to the right in the ribs. Around to the back, circle, and come to the front. Now let's straighten up and take one with a straight leg. Circle all the way around. Good. And you guessed it, bend the knees, front, circle around with the knees bent. Good. Coming to the front and straighten up and one more circle. Make that rib cage do the work. Good. And around. Let's reverse that. Bend the knees. Out. Circling to the left. Around. And front. Straighten. Circle. Around. Good. All the way. And front. Bend the knees. Circle it. Coming around. Breathe. And front. Straighten up. Circle. And around. Good. Breathe. And front. Good. Let's just bring our arms out and do some swings. Bend the knees, lift up and open. And bend, lift up. Feel the full arm working there. Bend. You could cross one arm and then the other in front. Bend, lift, and up. Reversing that. Up, bend, and straighten. Lift, cross, and out. Lift it up, bend, and out. And last step. Up, bend, and out. Good. And just relax, shimmy out that upper body. You probably feel like this part of your body is loose, and from here to here is pretty loose. Let's get into the mid-range there. Let's go into a wide position here. We're in a parallel position. We're going to just push the hip out to the side with straight legs. Push it and shift. Repeat. Push it out and shift. So we're starting to get into those hips and the IT band, maybe the inside thigh for some of you, and push. Good. And reach it out and push. Let's go back to the first side. Here we go. We're pushing out. Let's bend the knee a little bit more. So we're deepening that tilt there. And then straighten and come up to neutral. Push it out. Bend. Deepen and neutral. Push it out. Bend and neutral. And last time, push it out, bend, Coming back to neutral, let's take it to the other side. So we're pushing it out, bend to deepen that tilt, and come up to neutral. Bend it out, bend, come back to neutral. Tilt to the side with those hips, bend that knee over the toe, and come up right, and tilt, bend, and come up right. Let's push the hips forward. We're keeping the legs straight, so we're really pushing hips forward, having a little backward motion with our shoulders, opening up that hip flexor area. And then right from the hip flexor, we're going to go into a flat back. So we're starting to get into a little bit of the hamstrings, but we're still focusing on the hips. Let's take that again. Push it forward. See if you can arc the upper body a little bit farther back. And flat back. Good. And two more. Push it forward. Excellent. And to the back. Good. Let's take that once more. Pushing it forward. Opening up through the hip flexors there. And come to the back. Excellent. Come up right. Let's bend the knees. Let's take some circles. We have front, carrying it to the side. So we're going in those in-between positions of the four directions that we went to, side, side, front, back. So now we're trying to get into the diagonals. Knees are bent. They do stay out over the toes. So you're not wiggling those knees. We're really putting the focus on hips. We have two more circles. Here we go. All the way around. So we're very methodically going through each part of our body to really stretch and open up, warm things up, so we can get to more intense stretches in just a moment. Okay, let's go back in the opposite direction. Here we go. Circle all the way around. Excellent. Breathing, pushing through. We've got three more. Really opening up in those in-between places as we were talking about just a moment ago. Those in-between diagonal stretches so that we get a full range of motion here. And we have one more circle after this, keeping those knees nice and steady out over the toes. And push to the back, good, around, and then to the front. Good, straightening up. Let's shake that out just a little bit. And let's go into a rotated position here. And we're going to start now working a little bit more on the hamstrings. Since we've warmed up the hips, we're going to use our arms up and we're going to swing our arms down as we go into a flat back. So in a rotating position, our hamstrings, where we're going to feel it is a little bit different, but just take a moment to hold here and feel that stretch. Good. Use arms to swing and help you up. And we're having a flat back coming right from that hip flexor. So tailbone goes out and the top of the head goes out, and that's one straight line up. And repeat, two more. Out, you should be feeling this on your hamstrings. And lift up, and we have one more. And flat out. Good. And come up right. Now we're going to take the same thing to the right leg. We're going to twist our upper body. We're going to just use one arm. The other arm is going to stay down. So we're swinging arm back and reaching with that back arm, trying to remind ourselves that this hip has to stay back as you have a flat back. You should feel an increased stretch through this right leg. Swing the arm up. Good. Trying to keep that left hip back as you go into that flat back position. And lift up. We've got two more. And flat out. Way out there. And lift up. And reach it out flat. Good. And come up. And of course, we're going to take it to the other side. So the other arm comes up. We twist the upper torso there. Keep this hip back. Swing and reach. Let's take a little hold here so you can really feel that additional stretch on the left hamstring there. Swing and come up. And reach, swing, out. Good. And come up. We've got two more. And swing it and lengthen out. Excellent. And lift up. Last one. Reach it out. Breathe. Long line. And come down and up. Excellent. Inch those feet out a little bit more. Let's take a deeper stretch. Knee inside thigh. Bending the knees. And lift up. Breathe out. And come up. And Breathe it out. And up, back is straight. And breathe it out. We're not tilting. And up. Now we're going to take a tilt. So slide. Push the hands against the legs there. So you have the hands on the inside thigh. And you have a little tilt in your torso here. And we're going to use our shoulders to help us increase the stretch in the inside thigh. Press this hand against that knee as you shift that right shoulder and twist the upper body. Pushing back and over. And shift and change. Keep going. So you may feel quite a bit of work being done on your legs, as well as the places where we're stretching. So if you need to stop for a moment, you can. But we're trying to now work the thighs as well as working the lower legs. And press, good, and press. Excellent. Come to your neutral position. Put your hands down. Straighten the legs up. Heads go down. Feel that fold right from the hips. Dropping the head down. Let's shake the head no. And shake the head yes. Repeat. Shake that head no. And shake the head yes. Okay. From this position, trying to really fold right from the hips there, we're going to just push the hips out. So we're going to shift the hips out to the right, keeping the left leg long, and you'll feel an increased stretch in the inside thigh there on the left. Shift the hips over to the left, feeling the right inside thigh work. Let's repeat that. Shift it out to the right. Head is loose. And shift to the left. 2 more sets. Shifting the hips over to the right. And shift the hips to the left. And last time, push it way out there to the right. And shift and push it out to the left. Let's come back to neutral position and take a bent knee position. Knees bend. And then straighten the hips up and try and drop the body down closer to the legs, the space in between the legs. And bend, shoulders are nice and relaxed. And straighten. Breathing in as you bend. And exhale. Push the hips up, increasing the stretch that you feel. And bend. Breathe. And come up, right. Good. From here, drop the hands a little bit closer to the legs there. And we're going to roll up and see if you can roll up with the legs straight. So we're going to engage that lower spine, bringing in the abdominals. You might find it's a bit of a balance challenge here, rolling up through the spine. You might find you have some wobbles and come all the way up. Good. Bend the knees, bring the legs together, and let's go to the end of the mat. Let's do a little more work through the spine. Okay, so here we are, feet are parallel. We're going to just roll through the spine, starting with the head, going down through the upper back, mid back, lower back, and then you're going to shift and go into the fold at the hip flexors there. If you cannot do that, because your hamstrings are tight, you want to make sure that you bend your knees so you really get a good, nice roll through that spine into the hip flexors. Now we're going to roll up with our heads. So if you had your legs bent, keep them bent. If you had your legs straight, you can keep them straight. And coming up, head leads all the way. So we've got a curve in our back, a slight curve, and come up. So we're manipulating the spine, roll down. Again, your choice whether you decide to have your knees bent or not. Dropping down, hanging, feel that increased stretch in the hamstring, whether your knees are bent or straight, and then increasing that arc through the head, shoulders, mid-back, and back coming up right. So we're going to just keep doing this. We're really trying to articulate the spine. We have 2 more. Rolling down, you can have your hands slide down the legs and drop. Feeling increased stretch there on the hamstring. Head, roll, breathe, lift, coming to an upright position. And last time, roll it down, all the way. Letting everything go. Hanging, folding from the hip flexors there at the end. Feel that stretch. And come once more. Up, lift, then come into an upright position. Let's shake that out a little bit. We're going to come back to it, but let's go back into that wide position and start to utilize the hips in some folding positions. So we're going to bend the knees, rotate the left leg and knee, drop it down, lift, rotate out, heel down, and straight. Other side, bend, lift, twist, drop, don't touch the floor, lift, rotate out, heel down, and straight. So let's smooth this out a little bit. Lift, drop down, open out, and straight. Other side, out, drop it down, lift it up, and straight. Keep going, out, feel that hip go down, opening through the hip, and straight, bend, and drop, and lift, and last set, here we go, bend, shift it down, lift it out, and up, and bend, twist it, drop, and out, and up. Let's take some heel toes in, so we're rotating in, feel that in your hips, rotate out, and then once more, rotate in, feel that in the hips, and rotate out. Excellent. Let's come back to this wider position here. And we're going to bring our arms up and bend the knees and the elbows. So going down towards each other. Now we're going to straighten our backs into a flat back, sending our hips behind as our arms go out. And then straighten the legs. And bend, keeping that flat back. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. We're going to bend. Bring your hips under and the elbows into that bent position and straighten up. Good, let's take that once more. So we're bending elbows and knees. Bringing our hips back as we straighten the spine along the front line position. Knees still are out, so we're really sticking our derriere out. So from here, breathing in, bend and straighten. Repeat, bend. Really sending those knees out to the side. Two more. Bend, keeping that back straight. You're going to feel this in your glutes, side glutes some, and certainly in the legs. Bend and straight. Coming out of that, we're going to bend, bring the upper body up, elbows lift and open. Excellent. Let's come back over to our side position here. And we're going to roll through the spine once again. So here we go. Roll, dropping down through that spine. See if what we just did by opening up those hips and using the back helps you to get into a deeper fold there. And again, your knees could be bent, that's fine. Keeping that head nice and loose. Our weight's more forward on the balls of the feet. We're going to bend just the front knee and push the left hip or the back hip up to the sky. Stay straight. And then we're going to shift and bend the back leg straight to the front leg. And push and bend. And you may start to feel like you've got some motion through that lower spine. Bend. Because we're slowly moving into really working directly with that lower spine as that midpoint in our body. And just take this again, we have the bend of the front leg and straight of the back leg. Letting the head drop, maybe you can get a little further over. And we're going to do one more set. Really feeling that front knee bend out over the toe, back leg straight, and shift and change. Good, both legs straight. Now let's come down and lift our heels up, and we're going to get a little rock through the instep of the feet here. So we're going to rock forward, pushing through the toes there, and push back. And come forward. You can lift your hands up to test your balance there if you want to, and push and lift. Pressing the heels down, push it to the back. All the way. Here we go. And once more. Feeling the instep get a stretch. The lower part of the feet. And push it back. Excellent. Come back all the way through the feet. Get the knees down. Come forward a little bit more. on the mat. And let's come to our hands and knees position. And we're gonna just take some cats and cows, nothing new that you don't know about. So here we go, deep breath in. As you exhale, tilt the hips under, get that lower back up to the ceiling. Lots of times people focus on the upper back, but we're trying to really focus on that lower back there. And then we're gonna push through using our breath and arc in the opposite direction. Repeat, roll it. Push that lower back up to the ceiling, your abs are engaged, heads are down, and then push through, trying to articulate through that whole spine. Repeat, roll it, push it. And come through, and arc, shoulders are down, elbows are gonna be slightly bent there, and then roll it, get that lower back up, and push through, and arc. Good. Come back to your neutral position. Take your back hand and bring it right in front of you. So it's in the middle of you, and we're going to take that front arm, lift it up, and reach it. So we're getting a twist there. Coming back to some of the things that we did earlier in class. Now we're going to slide this hand down and through. So we're doing a thread the needle, bending the supporting elbow there, and feel the twist in the opposite direction. There's a lot of places you could feel a twist and stretch here. So here we go. Let's take that 3 more times. Up, twist. Good. And slide through, opening up the supporting elbow there. How far down can you get? 2 more. Lift and up. And come through and twist. And last time. Letting the head as you go down, turn to the back and see if you can get that shoulder down as well. That'll give you more of a twist through the spine. And then come back to neutral. And we're going to replace the hand that was in the middle with the one we just lifted up. And here we go to the other side. Twist, pressing with this hand to help twist you. And then coming through and slide, opening up the elbow of the supporting arm. 3 more. Lift, twist, up. Good. And slide through and up to the front. And breathe, lift. Let the head go where that hand is. So your head is following the hand way out there so you can get a little farther over. And last time, lift it up. Feel that press. Good. And slide and twist through. Excellent. Coming back to your neutral position. Let's just let our hips come down. So we're going to bring our hands a little bit farther forward. So we're just dropping our hips down, lifting our bodies up, shoulders are down, and then just rock back into a flat, modified child's pose. And again, roll it, push, and arc the upper body. And push back into that flat back position, stretching underneath the armpits. And 2 more. Push, roll, and arc. Good. And coming back into your flat line. And last time, up. Coming through. Good. And arc. And come back into that flat, long line, modified child's pose. Good. Rocking forward, slightly curl the toes under, and let's go into down dog. Let's lift the heels up and down. Press the heels up and down. Good. Keep going. Lift and press down and lift and press down. Now we're going to be lifting the front leg up, bending it, and trying to bring it in towards your elbow. So we're going to lift that leg up. We're going to curve the back. We're coming into a plank to the elbow. So this is some ab work. Other side. Lift and elbow. Good. Coming back to down dog. And here we go. If you need to modify, you can do that because it can be quite intense. We really have to use the abdominal muscles. We're going to take 4 complete sets and back and into the elbow. And we have 1 more. Here we go. Lift into the elbow and down dog. And in and down dog. Good. Let's go into plank. Plank. Down dog. Press the heels down. Hips up. Plank. And heels down. Hips up. 2 more. And plank. Good. And press it up.
and do the plank, and press it up. Good. Let's walk our feet in a little bit so we can get the heels down, and now walk the hands in towards those feet and heads drop down. So here we are in a parallel position, working on the hamstrings through this parallel position. And we're going to take our hands behind our ankles, drop our heads down, and bend the knees down. Breathing in. Exhale, push the hips up, bring the head closer to the knees. Or actually lower than the knees, bend. Inhale. Exhale. And reach with the hips up, heads down. And bend. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up with the hips, heads go down. You can pull with your hands against the ankles there. And lift and press. Good. Bring the hands behind you. Clasp the hands together. Bring them all the way behind you as far as you can go. If this hurts your shoulders in any way, ease off. And let's take those bent knees and straighten through the arms in this position. Again, modify if you need to. So we're bending. Inhale. As we exhale, we'll push the hips up and try to reach the arms a little farther back. Heads go to below the knee. Again, bend, inhale. Exhale, push and reach. 2 more. Bend, inhale. Exhale and push. And last time, bend, inhale, exhale, and lift up with those hips, reach the arms out, and then gently bring the arms down, come down, and let's come to a seated position here. Okay, all right, blood's rushing back into your head. Let's bring our legs into a bent knee position. Divine flesh is out from underneath us. And let's just take some openings with our knees to open the inside thigh. Elbows are slightly bent, your shoulders are going to stay down, but your back is straight. We're just opening the leg out and close, and out and close. Reach it out and close and out. Other side and open it out. Keep the anchor knees nice and solid, straight up to the ceiling and up as the working leg goes out to the side. Up and out and up. Back to the first side. Out. Flex the foot and drive the heel out. Rotate the leg in at the hip and out. Keep the body upright and straight. And rotate and out. Rotate in and out. Bring the leg out in that open position. Drop the knee down a little bit more and come upright. Other side. Reach it out. Flex that foot. Drive it out. Straight out. Watching the position for the rest of the body and rotate in the hip and out. And in and out. 2 more. In. Good. And out. And in and out. Bring it open and drop that knee down, opening the inside thigh a little bit more and come to an upright position. Let's bring the legs straight out, check the divine flesh, and let's just take a simple forward fold. So the arms come up, feet are pointed, lift up out of the hips and reach out to a diagonal position and then folding the body over and down. Now by this time we've done quite a bit of work on warming everything up, the hamstrings and the spine. So let's see if we can just really fold over and get our chest towards those thighs. Let's take 4 deep breaths, keeping those feet pointed. Breath in. Exhale, reach the hands out and down. Repeat, inhale. Exhale, and try to inch those fingers out more. Shake that head out to make sure you're really maintaining. The head is nice and loose there. And again, deep breath in. Fingers go out, exhale, and reach. And last time, deep breath in. Exhale, and reach out. Use the hands on the floor or on the rug, wherever you're at, to pull and bend the elbows down to see if you get a little extra stretch through the hamstrings, through that spine, lower spine, dropping the head down. Good. And then walk the hands up and come to an upright position. Excellent. Beat the legs out.
Good. Let's bring the legs up, and now we're gonna push back a little bit onto our mats and make more of a triangle shape. I'm not trying to pull those knees in to the torso as much as just give some leverage or ability for those knees to open up and open up the inside thigh. Now we're gonna pull with our hands here and push through the hips, drop the head down, elbows go out, and we're gonna hang with our heads out over our toes. And we're gonna take 8 small pulses coming from the hips, not from the lower spine. So here we go, 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going, 4 and 5 and 6, good, and 7 and 8. Now we're going to take some circles with our torso. So we're moving our torso over to our right knee, leaning back, holding on with our ankles to circle up and around and to the other side. So we're kind of doing an elliptical circle here with our bodies, trying to maintain the position with our knees. But you'll notice that you'll be feeling this in your lower back as you go over to the side and let everything sort of undulate around and then over, opening up the elbow and drop down. See if you can get a little farther down and try and increase this circle. So you may find yourself doing a bigger reach up and around and over to the other side, making sure that the elbows get out of the way so you can make as big a circle as you can. And let's take one more. And as I say, what we're doing is trying to open up the chest, but you're gonna really feel this in your lower back. And it's gonna be, it should feel kind of good, like a little bit of a massage. Let's come back down and drop the heads down. And you may find that you're a little farther over after doing that circle. We're gonna repeat that. So we have the pulses, 8, 1 and 2, keep going, 3. Make sure the pulse comes from the hips, and 5 and 6, heads are loose, 7 and 8. Now we're circling to the left, opening out, reaching it to the back. You've got your hands to help you and balance you, so you can open up that chest over around, good. And elbow goes out and drop. Your head may be getting closer to those feet, those toes in front of you. Here's our second circle, all the way around. You might want to do it with your eyes closed. I know I am. And drop it down, because sometimes it helps you to really feel the sensations in your body a little bit more if you close your eyes and don't have the visual stimulation. So here we go, all the way back, around, easing out through this whole body. This is really a whole body exercise because we're opening up the inside thighs and our upper body is working as well. Up, all the way around and coming down and just hang. And again, you may find that your head is much closer to those toes. Let's bring our hands out in front and take 4 deep breaths, trying to bring our bodies a little bit closer to the feet in front of us, still holding from the hip flexors. Deep breath in, exhale, bring the hands forward. And again, like we did before, we're sort of pulling with the hands and bending the elbows down to get the torso to go over those legs a little bit more. Here's our second breath, deep breath in, exhale, and inch the hands out. Feel that pulling action. Third time, deep breath in, exhale and pull. And last time, deep breath in, exhale and pull. Dropping the bodies down, feel the elbows dropping down, increasing that stretch in the lower spine there. Good. Walking the hands back to realign through the spines, coming to an upright position. Excellent. Close the legs up and bring them out. And let's just beat the thighs out a little bit. We're going to go into an open second position, but let's start with just more of a diagonal position here. So whatever is a diagonal for you, get the divine flesh out from underneath you. And let's lift our bodies up. We're going to take a twist to the side so our shoulders line up with this leg and reach out and down and open the top arm so that we're getting a side body stretch there. You may really feel this, particularly down in the lower back there, the lower side body there. Coming up. Let's twist to the other side, reach, feet are pointed, bring that top arm out and down. Keep both hips on the floor and go those shoulders really angling in the same direction as this leg is opening up that lower side body. Let's take that again, coming up right. Twist, reach, up and over. Really opening up. The second time it might feel like you've got a little bit more range of motion and you can get a little farther over without the hips lifting. Coming up, twist, reach, slide. We're in that diagonal position. We haven't yet come to the full open position. Some of you may feel this in your inside thighs, but others may just most really feel this in your lower back. Coming up right, we're going to repeat this with flexed feet. So we're twisting, reach, and now see if you can reach that hand over towards that foot to increase that stretch. If you can touch it, great, but keep that side body stretch happening. Don't let it twist to the front there. Reach and come up. Let's twist to the other side. Reach, breathe, bringing that arm over. Maybe it meets that toe, keeping the opposite hip down to keep that side body stretch going. And we have one more set coming up, right? Twist, reach, breathe, over and lengthen. Good. Hopefully you're deepening the stretch. And the last side, here we go. Making the shoulders go in line with that leg. Reach, opposite hip stays down. Excellent. And come up right. Okay, bring the legs together, breathe them out. And let's come back into an open second position, as wide as you can get. But you want to maintain a straight back. So the divine flesh is out. You can feel those two ischial tuberosities, those sit bones, and your back is straight. Feet are pointed. Let's just rock through the hip. So we're opening up the hips a little bit more to help us maintain this rotated position here. So we're really pushing and pushing. And let's take that once more. Way out there. Good, and out. Come back to neutral. Let's just flex our feet. Push the balls of the feet and point. Coming to the toes and flex. Backs are straight. Balls of the feet and point. Toes come up and flex. We've got two more. Balls of the feet and point and toes and lift. And once more. Balls of feet and point. Good. And the toes come up and flex. Maintaining that flex position. Let's see if you can inch out a little bit more now that we've done that little work. So maybe you have a wider second after that. Let's take a slide down to the diagonals. Now we've done some diagonal work today. So we're going to anchor those hips into the floor. They have to stay there, but we're going to twist the upper body and take a little dive down. So we're going to put our hands down, drop the head, slide, keeping both legs rotated out, inching out, and going as far as we can on that diagonal line. And you'll feel stretches in many different places, but let's take our 4 breaths as we have been doing all along today. Deep breath in, exhale, inch those fingers out and lower the body down, keeping legs rotated out and hips on the floor. Breath in, exhale, reach and stretch. 3rd breath, inhale, exhale and reach. And last time, deep breath in, exhale and reach. And if you can get your head on the floor, great, do that. I'm keeping my head up so that my voice doesn't muffle, but you can angle for that forehead to go on the floor, reaching out. And then rolling up through the spine as you walk your hands up, layering that whole spine up one vertebra at a time. And let's take that to the other side. So we're twisting. We've still got a flex there. So we're really opening up and maintaining this position. Hands come down, scoot the head down, going through the spine, walking out to the diagonal. Going into your first position, keeping both hips nice and down on the floor. Here we go. Breath in. Exhale, reach those hands out. And again, breath in. And exhale, inching out, keeping both legs rotated out as best you can, both hips on the floor.
Third breath, here we go. Inhale. And reach. Give that head a little shake to make sure you're not holding tension in the neck there. And here's your fourth one. Deep breath in. Exhale all the way out there. And again, you could put your forehead on the floor if you're capable of doing that. And just let's take a little extra rest here, trying to open everything up. Good. And then walk the hands, rolling up the spine, coming to an upright position, and come back to center.
Good. Gently bring the legs together and shake them out. And just rock side to side because your hips just had a long time to stay in that open position there. You're just letting everything ease off here as you take this rock. Good. Okay, coming up right. We're going to take a stretch, a hamstring stretch. We're going to take the legs and fold them here, one in front of the other. And remember, again, heels don't come close to the torso. We're trying to, in this place, in this position, make a triangle shape. And we're going to keep the legs rotated out and the back nice and straight. So from here, we're going to brace ourselves with our left hand and then grab a hold of this heel. And you can grab on top or go underneath, whatever works for you. We're keeping that back straight and we're going to take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're lifting that leg up in front of us. We're getting that foot in front of our face and straightening that leg. So we'll feel a hamstring stretch as we take that. And then we're going to bend and open the knee and bring it down. We're going to take 4 sets of this. And lift, breathe, and stretch. Maybe you can get that leg up a little bit higher. Your elbow is bent, the holding elbow. We don't want to lift that shoulder up and bring it back in. And lift, stretch. You might not get all the way up there, but go as far as you can. Each time trying to increase that stretch. Good. And open it out. We have one more. Here we go. Lift it up. Breathe. Stretch in front of your face. Now we're going to maintain this position. Bring the other hand up and grab a hold of the lower leg there. Elbows are bent, shoulders down. We're going to flex out through the heel. It increases that stretch. Feel the heel reaching away from you. Let's push through the ball of foot and point. We're going to take 4 of these. So flex out, push, try to bring that leg a little closer to your torso and come down. Backs are not curving. And flex, third one, reach it out. Should be really feeling like you're getting a good hamstring stretch there. Push and point. And last time, flex it out. Leg is rotated out slightly. And push through and point. Good. Grab a hold of the foot, bring it in, and let it lower. And just sit up tall. Notice how that leg feels. It might feel looser than the one we haven't worked with yet. So let's switch legs. Here we go. Get the divine flesh out from underneath you. Keeping the back straight. We start with a hand against the leg there, and then we're grabbing a hold of the left heel with the left arm and lift that leg straight up. Now this first time is not going to be your ultimate stretch. So just go to where it works for you. If your knee is bent, that's fine. And then open the knee and bring it down. Second time, here we go. Using your breath. So the exhalation happens on the effort, which is lifting up. Bringing that leg as close to you as you can. Open the knee and drop down. Here's our third one. Inhale, exhale, lift. How far up can you bring that leg? Maybe you can bring it a little bit closer. Foot is pointed. And open and come down. And here's our last time. Breathe in, lift it up. All the way, as high as you can get. Bring the other arm in. Switch hands, shoulders and elbows are down. We're going to flex out through that foot. The leg is slightly rotated out. You're keeping your back as straight as you can. Feeling the additional stretch there on the hamstring. Push to the ball of feet and point. And press out through the heel. Good. And push and point. 2 more. Flex it out. Push through and point. And last time, flex it out. See if you can bring that leg closer to your head. And hold it for a second. And then push through and point. And then lower the legs down. And now you'll feel that that leg too has opened up a little bit more. Excellent. Let's bring our legs out in front of us. And just take a little integrator here. Backs are straight. We're gonna flex the feet. And we push the heel of the right leg out as the hip goes out. Twist the upper body in the opposite direction and shift and change. You all know this one. We're just trying to ease out and let the muscles know they're coming to the end of this stretch class. And they can integrate what opened up, what lengthened, what became more flexible, and released tension. Okay, and beat those legs out. All right, find a way to sit nice and comfortably, as long as you've got the divine flesh out from underneath you. And let's bring our arms out and up. As you inhale, clasp the hands together. Bring them to your heart chakra and give thanks to yourself. Feel the ease that you've created in your body. And my wish for you is that you carry that ease with you for the rest of the day. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Have a great rest of the day.